heaviest defeat ever, blah, 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 blah. For my money, I think it was a freak resort. It's a freak resort, happens once in a while. And we've had a few freak resorts in the last few years. If you think back to Arsenal's, to Aston Villa 7, Liverpool 3. Makes no sense. 7-2, 7-2, 7-3, whatever it was. 7-2, 7-3. You go back to the 8-2 for the Arsenal. You go back to the 7-1.
Even the Watford one.
The 7-1 for Brazil versus Jam. Actually, since then, like this so-called modern day football has this thing where every once in a while you get a ridiculous score that makes no sense whatsoever. That every game that you play seems to... Sorry, I'm distracted because I think whatever is happening here should not be happening, Teddy. So I am not quite sure why that happened or how that happened, but it's just one of those things that you cannot explain. I think 10 times out, if you play that game that many times, it doesn't happen like that.
Yeah. I agree, but Liverpool were fantastic. I think it's the best we've played this season.
Here's the thing. I don't think Liverpool were fantastic. I think United were just collapsed, to be honest. That's why I said it's a big result. Because as first 45, United probably shaded it, but then they missed chances.
Maybe 50-50.
The
first half,
probably missed better chances. Gakpo scored. Then you come into the second half, and all of a sudden United just go the way they went. City United 6-1. You remember why always me? They went the same way. It's one of those just a collapse. But on the other hand, rarely do you score 7 goals from 8 attempts. Yeah, very rarely do you do that. It doesn't happen often.
Yeah, and maybe I'll disagree a bit because I think Liverpool played really well. The pressing was there, the high line. It looked like the Klopp football, the Klopp players for the previous seasons. They were fantastic. I don't know. And then United just capitulated, I think.
To put it into context, in the previous day, Arsenal had 30 attempts on goal. 30 attempts, 9 on target, 3 goals. This one's had 8, 7 goals.
But if you have a team that is pressing you to make those mistakes, isn't that team a good team, or is that team
And that's the thing. I don't think United were pressed to do anything. United just sat there and things just went haywire.
Off.
I didn't think they did anything in particular. That's my point. Like United were just sat and look, every attempt went to tell me a place where there was an intricate build-up. Zero. It was pass the ball in the middle. You miss, we score. Like I've seen more complete Liverpool performances that didn't have 7 goals. That's my point. I don't know whether I'm making sense.
I agree on that.
I've seen Liverpool play you out of the park.
But this season, all the games we've played this season.
No. That's why I said it's no. Of course, the result makes it great because it's 7 and it's United. But in terms of the way people are like, oh no, I'm like, there was something freakish about it. There was something freakish about. Look, to be honest, if that game goes on for 10 minutes, it's 10-0. Every single attack looked like a goal. Like every single... It didn't matter what happened. It was... So long as you shoot at goal, you will win.
Yeah.
So long as you will shoot at goal, you will win.
Yeah, we were betting.
So long as you shoot. Like
over 6.5.
Yes. I think it's a freak result. I don't think it happens again in a... I don't think if you play that game 10 times, you get that result again. That's just the way I saw. Like it was you think about it. 8 attempts, 7 goals. Arsenal had 30 attempts, 9 on target, 3 goals. And Arsenal dominated the game way more than Liverpool dominated, but it just couldn't drop. Of course, United players sort of like
and then now if Liverpool weren't so fantastic or very great, what does it say now about the United players?
That's why they were getting bashed.
Yes, and that's why they were taken through that whole argument of you sit through the whole video throughout the week and everyone is told your mistake. Because United collapsed in a way it was actually 2 ways. Number 1, United collapse was ridiculous, and number 2, it showed you that United are still not as far forward as people think they are.
Yeah.
Mentally, they are not there.
Because they have been conceding these chances. in other games, but they have not been getting punished. But now they get a team that punishes them. You remember the game against Leicester?
Yes.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah.
half was all Leicester.
Yeah. If they scored, maybe we wouldn't have had that result that we had in that game. But now you get a Liverpool side that, hey, every shot
They
is
turned
I think they
up.
just turned up for that game.
You know.
They just turned up for that game.
No,
for
but and make
Liverpool.
no mistake.
And then it's Anfield.
Liverpool were magnificent.
Yeah.
They were great. They were great. But I didn't feel like it was one of those, how do I call it? You know, there are performances you watch and you remember all your life.
I
Like,
think
you know, you
remember
watch
more of the scoreline than
Yes,
the
you know the
performance.
way you watch a
that-
game
that I
and
would agree.
like when you
That I
remember
would agree.
Liverpool 2, City 2, Liverpool 1, the game where
The Champions League. one.
No,
No,
the
no,
Premier
the
League
Premier
game.
League.
The one
Yeah.
Leroy Sané scored
Oh,
with
yes,
the ball that
yes.
like that game is stuck
Yeah.
in. If you remember the 2-2, the wild
The
2-2
2-2, yes.
from was it
At
last
Anfield.
season?
Yeah,
Yeah.
last season.
The one where Liverpool went intricate
Toe to
build
toe.
up and then City went long.
Direct.
And you're like, this is a good game. When you think about that game, you're like,
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Bado ifiki.
the score was great, the scoreline was ridiculous, but I felt it was a freakish kind of result. Just like when I watched Germany Brazil, because I remember watching it and going like, what the heck is happening? Every shot is a goal. Like, and it's just that Germany said at halftime, let's go easy. 6-0 is too much at halftime. It's too relax.
It's like we were playing FIFA on
Yeah, let's and then now Liverpool didn't know that. But it was good to see Firmino score in his last
Yeah,
derby.
fantastic. I enjoyed that one.
And I like
Wood.
Wout Weghorst. He scored. He scored in the Europa.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
But he went
He
missing.
cried.
He went
Tears of
missing on
joy.
that game on the Liverpool.
But
one.
who was there? Who
None.
was found in that game? The only player in that game who comes out with no question is just the hair. It's nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing. All of the others are guilty.
Yeah.
Darlow hasn't looked.
Even I was worried about Rashford Trent and
No, but then again, United's
the
tactics.
formation,
United's
yeah.
tactics were all wrong from
The
minute one.
tactics,
Why not
exactly.
just put Rashford on Trent?
exactly.
Why not put Fernandes on the right where he's normally more effective? And I'll finish with something that, and I know
Oh, there was
Why
a
not
lot
start
about
with one?
Fernandes as
United-
well.
No.
And then people were talking about
people again.
why are we nitpicking, and especially the Fernandes bit. If he was maybe there was a conversation. If he was not English, because he's not English, wakamwekea mzigo yote. You are the captain. You didn't do well. So the conversation was more or less on his performance than the whole team.
It's because we are an instant coffee watching football audience nowadays. We judge
Yeah.
everything on one game.
Yeah,
Everything we judge it on one game. Because people went, a captain shouldn't fall and feign injury. Oh, come on. What are we saying? People have been feigning injuries for months, for years now. People have been doing that. All you remember when Busquets was opening his eye, Inter Milan, Barcelona in 2011. That was 12 years ago. What is this? We reacted, a captain shouldn't do this. Guys, nah. It was a bad game. United were terrible. Whatever he did is normal. And like he said it himself, if I'm not doing well, I whine. And I told you guys, Fernandes just whines. He doesn't stop.
I think guys
That's
don't
his
like that
The
character.
wo- yeah,
that
I
character
think
trait,
that's the
that
thing,
whining.
the
And
trend.
so they just got an opportunity to lash on him.
Yeah, it's just a game.
It was a good opportunity to
bash him.
Yeah.
Just bash him now because
But
we
he's
don't like
always
him.
he's always annoying.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
thing.
personally,
Guys
I don't like
him.
it.
Guys
Personally,
don't
even
like
me,
him.
I just
was
don't
the
like
perfect
the
platform.
whining.
So that this is
If
our
they're
we've
losing
gotten
or
our
winning-
opportunity.
He is-
Let's bash this
He-
guy proper.
He is, and this is a bad example. He is what Pat Bev is in basketball. Patrick Beverly. If he's on your side, you love it because he annoys the living daylights out of everyone else. If he's on the other side, you hate him. Because he does it on purpose. Like he complains and he bites and he's there and he's here and then he's there again. But I thought people overreacted. He shouldn't be captain. Come on. Relax. This is Martin Keown complaining. He's the one who was fighting with Ruud van Nistelrooy in that famous penalty. Relax. I think, again, we are in a world where everyone needs to be fit and proper. We're in that world. Fit and proper.
The perfection.
Chep must sit fit and proper, must do the right things. If she puts something is off, if a strand of hair is off, then we must criticize. Wokabi must sit. No, I'll sit here with my belly. And I'm okay. We're just in a world where everything must be done in fit and proper fashion. Teddy must comb his hair and must wear a shirt, and then Elijah. No. People are allowed to have. I like flawed geniuses, by the way. I have extremes. I like people who are obviously punching above their weight. That's why I like Weghorst. That's why I liked Burnley in the first place. Now we are playing beautiful football, by the way. We scored 3 yesterday. We are coming back to the top. But I like someone who makes the most of limited talent.
Yes.
Like, just you fight and make it. But I also like flawed geniuses. That's why my all-time favorite footballer is Maradona. Just a flawed genius. Like, you ridiculously bright and great, but Zidane, you ridiculously brilliantly talented, but I'll